My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, don't dream it, be it. Because the show must go on. And on today's episode, do you read Sutter Kane? If not, let me tell you all about it. Okay, now from the under the dag energies, what I was seeing was that somebody has potentially made some poor decisions, and they're looking like, at least in some way, financial decisions. And they know someone who they're looking at. I don't know if this is true or if it is just a perception. They are looking at someone that they must know as being in a way financially where they could provide some assistance. And so it seems like there is going to be some sort of communication, perhaps, some sort of contact between this party who has made some poor decisions and the person who they are looking at could potentially benefit them or assist them in some way financially. Though I don't know if that's the only thing that they're looking for. It just seems like finances are heavy on this read. And so what we already have out on the table are overriding energies. We have our main male with the Queen of Swords. And just to go over this, we have a main male and a Queen of Swords. This is the same energy being described. It is our main male who is in the Queen of Swords. So someone trying to be diplomatic, someone trying to be strategic, someone attempting to negotiate. This is also the active party of the read. So it is possible that this is a man doing the talking, even though we've got a male and a queen. This could also be a woman, or it could be a non-gendered person. So if you are a man and you happen to be identified with like this energy right here that we're discussing, but you're like, but I'm not, I'm not a woman, I'm not a queen, I would be the King of Swords. That's not how this works within this sort of energy. Gender in the cards, until we come up with a better language, right? Gender in the cards means more active versus passive, yang and yin, instead of man and woman. So the main male is signifying the more active energy, the more active party within the read. So that very well could be a woman. If you, as the viewing party, are a man and someone is coming to you for financial support or advice or something. So that's what that means. So there's our active party looking to negotiate something, or like what it's looking like is explain something to another party, because what we have separating our two parties is judgment and thief. Someone has made some poor judgment calls here, or someone is kind of waking up to the fact that perhaps maybe the people that they associate with, or these are decisions that like they have made, like thief, this could very well be someone thinking that like a get-rich-quick scheme was like good financial planning in the moment. They took a risk perhaps that turned out to be not for the best. And it's looking like they're trying to explain this. The impression that I'm getting now, though I could be wrong, is that this person is in some way trying to communicate that they were taken advantage of by some situation. It's like a touch pity party, but there's like pride on it. It's like this person would not want to be perceived as being victimized by other parties. But it's either they were, or this could potentially be like a ruse entirely. I'm not sure like where the pride thing is coming from. If it's more like this person's trying to cover up their own poor decision making by saying they were taken advantage of to try and do a little sob story. That's like the more nefarious route, but this could just be someone frankly ashamed that they made some poor decisions and got taken advantage of, and now they are having to rely on someone else, because I'm just feeling like this is a very uncomfortable situation and conversation for someone to be having with someone else. And then we have our second party, who is the Queen of Wands with great fortune. So here is our more passive yin energy, and they are the ones, at least who this other party is perceiving to be quite abundant, great fortune. At the moment, I'm assuming that that is personal finances. And when I was looking under the deck at sort of this scenario, what it looked like was the Two of Coins, the Nine of Swords, so like money stress, and then there was the Queen of Coins, the Chariot, and then there was like a king. There was like a King of Cups. So it was like someone having money stress. The Chariot is like coming in to talk to someone or like to be authoritative with someone, the Queen of Coins, that more passive. But Queen of Coins is actively, I have money, I have material. And then the King of Cups, and that he was in the upside down. I like, reversals don't mean too much to me unless I explicitly get within some decks, like the card is meant to face this way. And it's really only one deck that I get that in. When I'm reading, it doesn't matter which way the card is facing. If it's the negative aspect, it's going to come across in the energy. Or if I speak incorrectly, I'll get convicted for it. And I'll just be like, well, is it this? Is it that? I'm like, I'm wrong about something. So, so our main male with the Queen of Swords. I do not like this Five of Swords underneath our main male Queen of Swords. It's striking me as like negatively strategic. And perhaps they're looking like this person might be the thief. Like it might be the more negative aspected sob story. The Hanged Man, this is like someone's talking about they've realized something. Or that Five of Swords could very well be like this person has been victimized, but like they might not be in the active energy with this Five of Swords. They might be one of the two people over here. I'm not sure though that main male is suggesting like active, but Queen of Swords is also passive. I'm not sure. But there's something negative going on there with that Five of Swords. That's like, it's just not a good thing. I'm just not sure who's taking on that energy. So this person is trying to explain a realization to someone else. Oh, Queen of Wands, great fortune, the Sun. Whoever that is, they're just like, these people are in quite different places, or at least someone is perceiving their places to be quite different. So let's go around again. And then I'll see if I have like any more questions. Okay, this is somebody having a realization about like their associates. Three of Cups beneath this main male Queen of Swords is now on top of this Five of Swords. These are like unscrupulous parties, unscrupulous behavior that at some point our main male Queen of Swords was participating in or something. Yes, realizing, Three of Pentacles now, realizing these people who I teamed up with were in some way harmful. Okay, well, now we know. This person, whoever they are, the Queen of Wands, Great Fortune, Sun, I don't know, this Ten of Wands on them is either indicating that like they worked extremely hard to get themselves in the position that they're in, or what it means is like they're looking at this other person as somebody burdensome. Like it's an unfavorable, it's just like, it's kind of like, what is it? Like is it the grasshopper and the ants? The ants were industrious and worked while the grasshopper like loafed around. I do believe that the ants did take in their slothful cousin. Let's see here, main male, Hierophant. These might have been people within a particular, like it's not giving religious to me, that Hierophant. It could be like that could be a corporation, but it's something with a very, very strict order and hierarchy. That's interesting. And then over here with this Thief and Judgment and all of this, it's almost kind of like this person had their realization. I was getting too little too late. This person understood whatever they understand now, like kind of too late. And the thing is, this person would have had signs. Like with this Four of Cups, like the information would have been presented to them, like, hey, pay attention to this. Hey, look at this person doing this. And it's sort of like this person kind of just ignored it. Or they, you know, I would say probably most of us have had instances where we really wanted a certain situation to be a certain way or a certain person or whatever. And so when they're showing us the red flags, we make excuses for it. Or we like, oh, you know, it's not that, but we like fudge a whole bunch of stuff because we want a person to be a certain way. We want a social group to be a certain way, or we want a situation to be a certain way when it's not. And then typically when we look back, it's like, yes, I was ignorant, but also I saw here and here and here and here, and I kind of made the excuses for myself to persist with what I was doing. Yeah, whoever this Queen of Wands is, I do not think that they look upon whoever this person is favorably at all. I think this person thinks that like birds of a feather flock together. And I mean, they had to have known, like, so this person is just like, I don't know if at one point that our main male Queen of Swords left our Queen of Wands Great Fortune in the lurch, and that's what they had to work out of. Because I'm seeing this Ten of Wands, we have like someone sneaking away from someone else that's in the Five of Pentacles. And it's just suggesting to me that potentially, like, if somebody went towards people who were unscrupulous, they themselves, like, to be, like, interested in that in the first place, because I don't, like, people catch vibes about other people. And there are, like, everyone, that's not, like, some sort of supreme spiritual gift. It's animal instinct. When you are around unscrupulous people, you can tell. You can tell unless you are nose blind to it. Why? Because you have been raised around unscrupulous activity your whole life, and so you can't identify it because you cannot smell the stink. And so it's possible that either that's the case for this person, or in fact, they are also just an unscrupulous individual, and so birds of a feather flock together. I think that's what that Queen of Wands thinks. So let's go ahead and get some details here. What I want to know is, how do our two parties know each other? Our two parties, oh, really? Okay, well, at one point, okay, because we have our Queen of Wands back out again. At one point, our Queen of Wands, whoever that main male Queen of Swords is, friend, lover, family member, whoever, thought that this relationship was a fantastic relationship. Star, Two of Cups. There was something that this Queen of, like, this Queen of Wands held this other person in high esteem at one point. And so what happened here? What happened with this relationship? The Emperor, and I'm getting a negative aspect on that Emperor. Nine of Coins. And the Knight of Cups. I don't know if these people just went their separate ways. What's the deal with that Emperor? Justice, something that could be a legal thing. See, this is suggesting whatever this Hierophant is. Like, this Emperor Justice is like connected to this Hierophant, which is connected to our main male Queen of Swords. So something about whatever this was took this person in a specific direction. What is that Nine of Coins? Ten of Wands, and then it looks like this is this Queen of Wands, like, working. So it's like, it's almost like these two people just had two separate courses of action potentially with this Knight of Cups. Oh, but like I was about to say, the Knight of Cups seems kind of positive. This was it, 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups. Whatever these directions were, it was painful. Like, to leave this situation, to go in another direction, was in fact painful for this Queen of Wands. What is that 10 of Wands? The 10 of Wands is, oh, whatever decisions our main male Queen of Swords made with these other people, I think that, like, the Queen of Wands, whoever that Queen of Wands is, it doesn't have to be a woman, told that person, I'm telling you, like this Queen of Wands was kind of like watching the situation unfold. She's like, hey, that's foolishness. I'm watching foolishness. I'm watching the 10 of Wands go down, but like, obviously this person did not listen, and whatever this situation was that their partner or their friend or whoever like kind of embroiled themselves in, this was painful for this Queen of Wands. So I'm going to look at that, and then I'm going to get more into the questions that I have about that system. So why was this so painful for our Queen of Wands? Well, it's something to do with money. Oh, this is like, if these two are married, okay, let's just go with married, or they were living together or something. This is like 6 of Coins, 4 of Coins, 5 of Wands, the Hanged Man. Someone understanding that their partner was withholding to potentially purposefully, this is some sort of like financial control or financial abuse, like in some kind of way. Or if it was not intentional, if that wasn't intentional, it's like the way that this person, our main male Queen of Swords, behaved around money somehow caused a lot of problems for like these two people's relationships. And it has something to do with giving money or not giving money. There was some sort of imbalance here. It's possible that when these two people were together, this main male Queen of Swords was giving to whoever those 3 of Cups people were, 3 of Pentacles people were. And if these people were married, it's like, that's like someone giving to a bunch of like crooks and whores, while their wife is just like, we have like bills, and like, are we gonna like do this for the house? Like, that's what that is, or vice versa. It's a wife doing that and a husband going, hey, or if it's a same-sex couple, right? So that, like, this is like, I'm saying it's kind of everyday, right? Because like when you're in stuff like marriages or whatever, this is the kind of stuff. And the thing is, it has nothing to do with money for real. Like, the core issue is not a financial one, but it typically plays out with the money. So let's go ahead and get some details on what these people, like what this person got themselves embroiled in with this 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups, Hierophant. So what's the deal with this 5 of Swords? The 5 of Swords, that lies. Straight up, the Moon and the 7 of Cups, lies and deception over there. I don't know who, like, I feel like this main male Queen of Swords was lying to their former friend, their former partner, and they were probably also being lied to. But let's see here. Yeah, it's like something that this person did not know about these 3 of Cups people with that 8 of Swords. It's like they, like I said, they were also being lied to. But over time with this Wheel of Fortune, this was probably exposed to them. But it directly affected the course of their life in a significant way. What they refused to see, or what they did not see about these people changed this person's fate. And I'm saying it's in negative. So what is this Hierophant? Like, what is this system? It is, it could be illegal. Knight of Swords. You know, I didn't say this. And I'm going to say it now. I was getting the military. Knight of Swords, that could be justice. We also saw the legal, that could be the legal system. But like both are kind of combative because this would be like a lawyer. But the reason why I was getting military is because it's like something with like, that has a very rigid structure. That's like regiments and rankings and all of that stuff. So I didn't say military because I didn't want to get like so specific. But there's something like combative about that. I've also got the Nine of Wands with the Sun, which to me could also be like a military thing, like people who fight and get hurt, like for glory. I could be. I'll go around one more time. But it's just, if we're taking it out of that, okay, it's however these people ran themselves, it was combative and it hurt people for their own, like the Sun, for their own glory, for their own like pleasure, something like that. It's like they don't care who they're hurting. They don't care who gets involved with the system as long as it's getting them what they want, okay, if we're taking it to a general thing. The Empress on this Knight of Swords, this is odd. That's almost giving honeypot. Somebody acted as a honeypot. But like I said, somebody was like weirdly like lied to or lured in by the situation. This is, I said a honeypot. Oh my God. This is like someone getting someone else involved into it. Like this is a very beautiful woman or a beautiful person saying like, you know, come hither. And someone like getting involved with them because of this. And like, that's kind of what, like there were like very, very sweet promises made that like turned out for like not, I would guess. And so I know the Hanged Man is the realization. Let me see if I can't get anything like kind of different on this Three of Pentacles over here. Oh, so like two parties here. So this is that Empress and our main male, okay, in the Swords thing. These two people were like together or something. I really feel like some form of cheating went on here with whatever this is. I really do. I feel like there was some form of like something like it going on, because we have the three here. The third party could very well be this Queen of Wands, but really the third party is whoever drew this person into the nonsense. And this person went ahead, like, because this is like immature sexual energy, but I'm lying, like I'm ghosting another party. I'm kind of going somewhere else, but it's like the Hermit is giving very secret, like in the dark, like with a lantern. Like, that would be why this Queen of Wands considers this person the Seven of Swords, Five of Coins. Because it's just like, well, it was all well and good for you. Sorry, that didn't work out. Not really, but you know, whatever. Go live a happy life. Yeah. And then, like, I'm telling you, this person was warned. This person was warned multiple times that, like, hey, you're going into something bad. And they were just like, nope. And they went in and did it anyway. So I don't know, I'm not feeling too much empathy. Yeah, King of Cups. That was our person under the deck who was coming over to the Queen of Coins to like beg for money or something. So now this person, yeah, they're looking at now this person is, so they left their former partner or friend or family member, whoever that is, at one point in the Five of Coins, and lo, the wheel has turned. The turntables, okay, and now this person, because of their own actions, is now in the Five of Coins themselves. What happened? Where's that Empress? Where is their little person who got them involved? Oh, okay, Six of Cups. Their person, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups. That's like I said, it's like somebody came to this person and promised them something, and then like under-delivered or did not deliver. Because that's like the cup being handed. Oh, if you come over here, like, look at all this nice stuff that we had. And like, if this is a woman tantalizing a man, like, essentially all she had was pussy, and that's it. And it's like, all right, but I mean, like, that's not what this I mean, that might have been one thing that this person wanted. Or, you know, the dick. But this person was making part of their, like, decision-making process was a strategic one based on finances and lifestyle. If all this other woman or person, let's go with person, if all this other person, the interlooping party, if all they would have had to offer was like sex or their body or their looks, this person would not have gone for it. They might have been tempted by it. I don't know if this person would have just cheated and then just been like, yeah, okay, bye. But the reason why they made the decision to completely ghost this other person was financially based, not carnal. Though I'm sure that was part of the fun at the time. Death, yeah, no, they got fucked. Okay, so whoever made this poor decision, they're screwed. All right, great. It's not, but you know what I mean. So what is this Ten of Wands on our Queen of Wands? Oh, like, she just doesn't care. Like, if this person comes to this Queen of Wands, whoever they are, and starts laying this story on them, this Queen of Wands does not. It's just sort of like, I don't give a shit. You did that to yourself. I even told you at the time you were doing it to yourself. And you did it. And it happened. And so what do you want me to care? And I'm not giving you any money either. You can go work it. I had to work myself up out of this. Now you get to go and work yourself up out of it. You're not like, no. Oh, can you imagine someone cheating on you and then trying to come back over and be like, could you give me money? That's wild. If you like, if y'all were married, if you didn't get it in the divorce, oh well. So what's this Seven of Swords? All right, because I'm getting these and then I'm asking. I get the Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So it's like this person, they might think that the whole story that this person's telling them is a lie, and it's just like, you're just trying to come back over here because wherever you went, you got screwed. But like, I can't believe anything you say because you lied to me before in order to do this. It's like, yeah, like, I just don't think that this person's going to get any sympathy. Yeah. No, I don't care. Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, Judgment. This to this person, to this Queen of Wands, everything that this person went through, that's divine justice, baby. That's all fair. That's all the consequences of your own actions. So, let me go ahead and ask some other questions here. Okay, what is our main male Queen of Swords' genuine intention here with this conversation? Okay. This is a wall hopper. Eight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. They are leaving another situation to come right back where they were. Why? Because with the Queen of Pentacles, that's the person with the money. Because remember, we have great fortune with that Queen of Wands. Coming back towards the person who has the actual abundance that they can see. This Queen of Pentacles has the great fortune. The thing that this other person was promising them. So if they would have just been faithful, if they would have just stayed where they were and had been patient, they would have had it with the person that they were originally with. So now this person is looking at their former partner, I would guess, saying like, oh, I can be the Emperor, Six of Wands with this person. And no, they can't, because here's why. The Emperor is the Emperor all on their own. The Empress is the Empress all on their own. We saw that weirdo person, like this person thought was the Empress or whatever. This Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, if they're not an Empress, they're like a proto-Empress. And so this person is like, oh, well, they're gonna make me. And it's like, no, make yourself, like in the energy. That's not how an emperor or an empress behaves. They're not looking at other people to make them a certain way. They might work alongside with other people, like in interdependence, but they're not looking like, it's like there's a very transactional thing. That person, my association with them is going to make me. That is vampiric. Make yourself and then contribute to society. Or to your relationships, whatever. So this person is still thinking from a very selfish place, and only of themselves. So how does this Queen of Wands feel about this person? I don't know that we're gonna know because I already have the High Priestess out. Like, they just might be like feeling very stoic and like I'm not giving anything away. This person, I think, let me go around again because what I'm getting is like, they don't hate this person. The Empress is out for our Queen of Wands. I've got the High Priestess, Empress, Queen of Cups. This person in no way hates this individual. In fact, they're probably taking a very high-minded view of their past person. Six of Cups, King of Pentacles. They're kind of big picturing what happened between them, but they're not interested. Lovers, Four of Swords. Whatever these two had, it is over. And this person would not be communicating with their past person in a mean way. They would just be saying, look, I'm not interested, I'm sorry. I've built my own life, and I don't see another person with this Empress, Queen of Cups, whatever. It doesn't mean that they don't have one, but the active party, the active partner is like the past person in this read. And they're just not interested in their past person. They're not interested in helping that past person at all. They're not going to give them anything, but it's not cruelty. It's just no, because in order to, like, that's almost essentially disrespecting yourself. Like, I'm not going to disrespect myself in that way. You made your choice. And you're a grown adult, able-bodied. There's no issues going on here. Like, this person can do, they could do enough, plenty on their own before when they were leaving their partner in a really bad situation. And so now it's sort of like, if I can do it, you can do it. Promise. So what is the most productive thing that the collective can take away from this reading? The most productive thing is the most productive thing is, if you've been feeling a past person in your energy and you've been like, am I crazy? No, like they are. It's because they're thinking about all of this stuff. And y'all would have had a long enough relationship where like they could, saying influence your energy, you could feel it. Y'all would have had a bond that was at least strong enough that you could feel this going on. And so it's also, it's not really a warning, but it's just like, Page of, so like that was that energy stuff. That was like the Seven of Cups with the Page of Cups. You can feel this. Page of Swords, Eight of Swords. You're like, it's just saying if you were thinking, even considering about entertaining this person from a place of compassion in that you would help them, it's sort of like it's suggesting that you not do that. You need to guard against this person because this is, on top of this Eight of Swords, is the Ten of Cups. This is, you need to protect, you need to defend your own happiness. And this person is not thinking about your happiness. This person is thinking about themselves. So that's why the read is coming out. So let's go ahead and get our final advice outcome and close with the Son and the Father before we do. If you have benefited from the reads in any way and you are in a way to give back, I have a link down below for House of TULIP. House of TULIP is a local nonprofit created and run by trans and gender nonconforming people of color, and House of TULIP's mission is to support houseless, trans, and gender nonconforming youth to get them homes, toiletries, clothes, job opportunities so they can move from a place of surviving into thriving within supportive, loving community. So let's go ahead and get our final advice. I knew that was coming out. I knew that was coming out. But I don't know why yet. Ooh, okay. Okay, if you are not, like when I've been describing this Queen of Wands as energy, because I'm fairly certain I'm not talking to that main male Queen of, I don't know, I might be. But if you are identified, no matter who you are, with this Queen of Wands, great fortune, the Sun, you are sort of either in that energy entirely, or you are in that proto energy and you are building to greater and greater things for yourself. That is completely what is here in the cards. You are going to continue to have celebrations as you continue on with your positivity, working on things that fulfill and benefit you and also likely the community. Wherever you are, it's probably a very healthy place for yourself, or you are transitioning into that. The things that you are doing now are leading into this. And so it's sort of like, be mindful of the cups that you are entertaining, because at least this one is not leading to anything good, unfortunately. And for people who are concerned with the welfare of other beings and like get into places of forgiveness and compassion, even with people who have wronged them or hurt them in some way, that can be an especially difficult choice to make, because you might be like wondering, like, am I doing something wrong or something bad? No, you are not. Okay. You know, if you, because I'm not talking, it's a different thing when we're talking about some people on like drastically different like socioeconomic scales, or there's some mental health thing or some like very, very drastic marginalization or something going on here. That is not the case. I see two individuals who, in whatever way, were on fairly equal playing fields with each other as individuals. And one of these parties, unfortunately, decided to take some piece of shit actions. And so these are the consequences for it. And it's great to be in a place of forgiveness with people like that. But you know, I am honest. I am honest when I see like dramatic change from past people in the energy. I give it to people. I do not see this past person as having changed at all. They are still in the same way that they were when they were with you. And so you need to guard against them. Sorry. So let's go ahead and get some Jesus on it. Whoop. Nothing personal, babe. All right, Jesus says, where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, I am there in the midst of them. This is talking about wherever y'all are. Like, it's a good place, okay? God loved the world so much that he gave his one and only Son, so that everyone who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. And here's the thing. Sometimes the difference between one person's bad outcome and another person's good outcome is the quality of their character, the type of decisions that they're making, and understanding how those decisions affect other people, and the fact that they have faith in themselves and the greater community. Those sorts of resources largely are available to everyone. And what this reading is communicating is that even though this person is in a bad way, like financially or whatever right now, They have on their own resources to fix their situation or bring themselves up out of it. I am not seeing that there's any kind of injustice that is going on between these two parties other than the injustice that this person has perpetrated. So that God so much loved the world, he gave his one and only son. The resources that were given to you at your lowest are the same exact resources that this person still has now. And so that they need to utilize. Like, that is part of the lesson for this person. And then finally, the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. The Son of Man did that. Jesus, the archetypal Jesus, or you can think of it as literal Jesus as well. That is what saves the lost. Taking that as a role model, following that template. Not me personally. I did not come to seek and save the lost. I can talk about what I believe were certain things that were going on in the teachings of Jesus, but that doesn't mean that a lot of the stuff with Jesus is to teach people to be their own saviors. And also, in doing that work internally, we are then able to serve the community in greater ways for people who are literally unable to do these certain things. That's not being a savior, that's being a good neighbor. State Farm is there, except, that's a capitalist system, so whatever. I'm just saying that, this person is looking to other people as a savior, and they need to save themselves. I don't know why I shuffled that right now, because we still have to close with the highest authority, as we always do. And of course, that highest authority is Bob, our Father who art in heaven. We close with the word of Bob that is good all the time. All these Bobs, I guess. Okay. Well, it's not so many Bobs. Can't get enough of Bob. All right, Bob says, now then, let's wash the old brush. That's the fun part of this whole technique, okay? Shake off the excess and just beat the devil out of it. This person's situation is an opportunity for them to become new wine. And you can't put new wine into old wineskins. Likewise, our Queen of Wands, Great Fortune, has already become new wine. Our main male, Queen of Swords, is an old wineskin. The two cannot be without disaster occurring. So our other party needs to take this as, even though it's a rough instance, right? We're not disregarding that. It is an opportunity for this person. Bob also says, you really can learn to be creative as you paint. It's like anything else, it just takes a little practice. This is about dealing with minor and major conflicts in your own life. And mostly there is no real prep work that you can do for that. You can do some things, right? You can be responsible, you can be relatively cautious, but life just throws shit at you. And you just learn to get through it and overcome it as you go, which is way more nerve-wracking and scary than me just saying oh yeah, it's all gonna be wonderful and work out. It's not that it can't, but it's just that everyone has a different process to get there. So these obstacles, the obstacles that you likely went through in the past, and the obstacles that are now facing this person, are an opportunity to be creative as you paint, to figure out life in the most positive way for yourself as you are living that life. And so Bob also says, you know me, I think there ought to be a big old tree right about there, and let's give him a friend. Everybody needs a friend. This person does have resources. They do have friends that can help them. I don't know why they've decided to come over here, but I'm telling you, there's a big pride component on this. It may be that they don't want to tell their actual friends about their failures, right? So, and they know, I'm telling you, we got High Priestess, Empress, Queen of Cups. Yeah, so this person already knows that y'all are compassionate, generous people. That's also that. the more I talk about this, the more I don't like it, because it is very Five of Swords. It is very, I know I can take advantage of this person's kindness and goodwill. Bob says, and the more that you paint, the more that you're able to visualize. So the more that you go through these things, the more that you're able to handle, the less that you're going to get beaten down. And so finally, Bob says, find freedom on this canvas. And that freedom comes by figuring yourself out, getting a good handle on sort of how the world is working, and aligning yourself with, what I'm saying, the right people, the people who are most aligned with you and your goals, and all of you working together as a unit to create these like wonderful Four of Wands situation. And you don't get that by just sitting around and wishing for it and hoping for it. You do the faith stuff, and then you take the action. So, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, this is reality, and I am, of course, your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. I am also, of course, the greatest magician of the age, and perhaps the greatest magician of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift our world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before. Because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space. End meeting.